Yes, yes. Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to review a new one. This is from Blackberry Farm Brewery out of Wayland, Tennessee. This is Inception. This is Imperial. This is an Imperial Pale Lager. Can art's pretty cool. I don't know what it's a star inside of a star inside of a star, and it just doesn't stop. 6.4%. Never heard of Blackberry Farm. No reviews. This is brand new. Was not on Untapped or Beer Advocate. So I'm gonna see. I feel like this style is not done enough. Shane's beer review I just watched. You review a beer similar to this, an IPL. You reviewed it. There's two different IPLs: Imperial Pale Lagers, and then there's India Pale Lager, which is like dry hop lagers. Didn't try to hard pour it, but okay. Super fruity and hoppy. Wow. Brewed like an American IPA, fermented and matured like a lager. Aggressively hopped, fruity citrus and pine notes. My thoughts exactly. Fruity, citrusy, piney, resiny, danky, musty. But look at that color. It's got the color of a lager. Smells like an IPA. Okay. I don't know what to make of that. Bold hop flavors, aroma with the dry, crisp, smooth finish of a patiently made lager. All right, so it's going to be intense and then smooth, according to them. Let's see. Cheers. Okay. I'll take another sip before I give you guys my prognosis. A lot going on. Not your typical lager at all. Okay. This is one I'm glad they put it out to do it, but looking from both sides of the spectrum, I'm typically an IPA guy, but I have modes. I went through my times of just nothing but lagers. I went through my Heineken stage. I went through my Yingling stage. I went through my Stella stage. I went through my Sam Adams Boston Lager stage. I went through my Peroni stage. There was times where I just only drank those lagers, where I kind of just got burnt out with especially when I was drinking Sierra Nevada torpedoes for like a year, and I burnt myself out with all that hoppiness. Then I switched to like Peronis and Yingling. I was on Yingling for a minute. For a minute, Yingling was my go-to because it's just so smooth and you can find it anywhere. It's different with IPAs. You can't find all IPAs anywhere. You can find Yingling anywhere. Heineken, of course. You can find those anywhere. Boston, Sam Adams, or maybe not Sam Adams. Used to be. As of late, here in the South, JoJo Cider reviews. He's always reviewing a different one from Sam, but he lives in Massachusetts, so there you go. Down here we can't really find it. But back to this, I can appreciate this, but like I said, they tried to please both. Like they're trying to impress IPA guys with a lager like this, and I think honestly, it'd fare more for an IPA guy. Like my guy Wayne's beer delivery, I don't think he'd like it. If you tend to, or a beer a day with TK, who doesn't like IPAs, I don't think those guys would take this serious. Because if you're a lager drinker, I mean, it's like night and day. What a lager drinker likes and what an IPA guy likes, it's way different. You're not gonna see a lager guy drink a milkshake imperial, a double dry hop triple. You're not gonna see it. You know, you're not going to see a guy who drinks triples and doubles reach out for a Heineken. He's not going to do it. So they tried to like please both, but they're leaning more towards this is closer to an IPA. I mean, they start off, the description starts off, it's brewed like an American IPA and fermented and matured like a lager. This is good. Just not, it's not wowing me. But sadly, it's as hoppy as it is. Sadly, it does have that kind of boring lager finish that, you know, your uncle and your granddad. That's what I associate lagers with. Everybody's granddad. Like my grandfather drank Heineken. You know, my uncle drank Sam Adams. Like not too many people's grandfather or uncle or older brother asking you where the milkshake IPAs are. It doesn't even really work like that. I told you my next door neighbor still drinks Coors Light. That's all he wants. He wants nothing else. So for guys like that, this is not for them. For a dude like me who can, you know, I can think outside the box. Sometimes I can be all over the place. I can appreciate this, but would I revisit it? Nah. Shout out to Blackberry Farm. Shout out to them, but this is not it. Cheers.